Howdy y'all, how we all doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing pretty good, a little sore today. A little rough at work today, just going through the motions, getting healed up, getting back to somewhat normal. December 18th, I'm going back and getting the other side done, so um, probably the quickest I've been going back to get the other side done. This is probably the quickest turnaround. So, um, gonna be down again a little bit before Christmas, but not too bad. I'll be all right. I bounced back pretty good. I'm not doing too bad today. Just a little sore. That's all. So, um, we're gonna jump into the Homelite Super XL. I've been very anxiously trying to get this done. I wanna see it running, but I was also thinking I'm gonna refinish this. The color on here, I don't want to tip it too much because I didn't get the gas out. Usually I start with getting the gas out of it, but I didn't. Thought I could do it a little later down the road once I get some stuff disassembled and do it a little easier way. So I think I found the leak for the bar oil, which is right here. It's pretty wet right here and not up top, so it's definitely the cover on the back side of the tank. So I'm gonna have to get all this off, and I still need to come up with a tool, either make it or find one that will remove this, the clutch brake. So yeah, I gotta get into that. I don't want to tip it too much. I already got myself all gassed up in a good way. So yeah, I'm just going from there. I want to get it refinished. It's pretty in rough condition. It's not its original color. It's more of all wore off and dirt and grime, and even if I do get it cleaned up, it's still not gonna look very pretty. It's gonna still look pretty rough. And don't get me wrong, I like the patina on old saws. That's why I haven't redone the other Mac, my Pro Mac, the 1010. I think I'm going to keep it that way for the most part. I like it. I do like patina, but this is a little past its patina. So I'm thinking just get it. I'm gonna find the color. Thanks to Billy from Philly. He found GM makes this perfect match paint wise, so I'm pretty sure I can find it in a powder coat. I'd rather powder coat it because it's more durable. If you spill gas when you're filling up tank, it's not gonna eat away at that clear coat or paint. Unless you buy like the more expensive clear coat that's chemical resistant, which I suggest, Billy, trying to find that clear coat instead of a rattle can or just the regular clear coat. Try to find a clear coat that's more chemical resistant. The companies will tell you which one it is that is compatible with the paint that you do get. So you gotta make sure the paint is compatible with the clear, and the clear is compatible with the color. And also, you want to make sure you want to put, if you're going down to bare metal, which most likely you probably are because some of it shows, make sure you get a primer. You got to put a primer down, a primer sealer down that is for metal or for aluminum. So aluminum's a little different than just regular metal. So just help you out there. Just make sure you got your primer that's compatible with a primer sealer. It's got to be more of a primer sealer. Regular primer, like a build primer, that's for like sanding out imperfections, but you gotta sand it real well. So a primer sealer that's compatible with aluminum, and your color and clear coat have to be compatible, and be compatible with the primer, which if you buy your paint from a local paint store, they will tell you what's what and what you need. Now, it does get pretty expensive when you go the paint route, especially if you want to put a clear coat that is chemical resistant. It's going to get pricey. I always suggest going powder coat, because powder coat's pretty universal and it's durable, and you're eliminating the clear coat and all that. And you still can get the shine out of a clear coat. Out of a powder coat. They offer a whole wide variety of gloss powder coats. And you don't need to put a clear coat necessarily. You can add extra durability and more of a 3D look to it, but you don't have to. But you can. So anyway, with that said, I hope that helped you out. I know it's a little bit of a lot of information. Luckily, it's on a video. You can just go back and rewind a little bit and repeat. So anyway, with that said, I want to jump into the carb. Now, I did already do the oops, I had to get you more down here. Yeah. There you go. Now you don't have to look at my ugly mug. Alright, so I already went through and I did the butterfly for the throttle. I already went through that because sometimes they get a little complicated, but basically all it is you feed the rod through, make sure your spring's right, hold it, you gotta know which way the butterfly, the way you took it out, you gotta mark it when you take it out, which way's up and which way's facing out. That way it goes in exactly the way you want it. You want it closed all the way like this. Okay? Now, yeah, it'll be closed all the way. Because with your throttle adjustment, that will crack it open for your idle and how much throttle when it's running. So that will crack that open just a tad. So when you're putting it in like this dry, it's got to be closed all the way. Now, and you got to position it just right. And once you get it right, it will go in and hold itself like that before you put that screw in. It will hold itself perfect. But you got to know which way you took it out. That's very important. So, I should have got that in video. I'm sorry. I was kind of playing with it myself, and it just happened to go together. So, anyway, we're going to go from there. I went through and I replaced the fuel screen, which is just a little tiny screen that goes into that hole, and you just got to find something not the same size of the hole, just a tad smaller, but not too small. I found a socket that fits just right, and I was able to get that screen shoved down in there. And that screen it's more spread open so when you put it down, it spreads and crimps into the hole itself. So that's that one's done. And now we'll just I'm not messing with the Welsh plugs. I didn't see a need to do the Welsh plugs. Now, carbs are very simple to do, especially when you buy from this company. Now, I don't get paid to promote this company. I just promote this company because I really believe in them and their products they put out. It's very impressive. Check these guys out. DiscountMarineParts.com. discount-marine-parts.com. Now these guys are amazing. They take so much pride into their work and their product that there's no way I could just sit here and not say something about them. Every carb they give you a diagram, a breakdown of and where the parts lie. And then they do have a couple different models. They have a couple different models that go to one carb. Sometimes it's just one, sometimes it's two or three. So you might have a couple extra gaskets that you don't know where they go. That's why. So this one has two different models with it. They have two different diaphragms. So you gotta know which one. That's why I always keep the old ones. And then they break down on what part does what. Which part does what it gives you all the breakdown, the trouble data. It's all down. And then you keep this for your records. So if you later on you have a dove the carb, you don't necessarily have this. You have it now. They even have the service data, so how to tune it, what your high and low jets do, and all that. And yeah, they just break everything down for you. It's truly amazing. So yeah, discountmarineparts.com. Very nice. They also sell off eBay too. So I don't know everything, and I don't want to know everything. Because if I'm not learning, I'm not doing something right? That's what I always say. So, with that said, I'm going to go off the diagram a little bit. And, especially with my memory issues, so that helps. And then, yeah, we'll just go off from there. And then, yeah, we'll build this. So, next up, I've got the inlet needle. They come with a brand new inlet needle. Oh, there's a little different style. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So, inlet needle, fairly simple. That drops right into the inlet where the gas comes in at. Okay, and then it has the new, hold on, I'll think of the name. I might even tell you in here. Control lever. Yep, there we go. The control lever. Now sometimes I don't use the new one. And I'll tell you why. It's fairly simple. Okay, and it'll even tell you in the diagram. So, in the so when you have a new control lever, now this isn't pre-bent, so sometimes you have to bend it to get the high and low setting, and it's a pain in the butt sometimes because you gotta disconnect it or get the carb out, take it apart, bend this, and that controls how much fuel goes into your carb. So yeah, it'll tell you right up in here. So that tells you right there, right in the service data. Now, this saw did want to start, but like I said before, the diaphragm is ruined. It's no good. It's hard, and it was stuck to the body of the carb. So that gives me an idea that there's nothing wrong with the control lever. So this already gave me a good setting point. So I'll go ahead and use the old one. The old one there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a piece of metal. If it's clean, why not use it? So I'm going to use it. Sometimes with the new ones, they can be bent Actually, I could already see it's bent in the wrong direction. So that's no big deal. I'll just use the old one. So next we have this little rod here. Now that goes in there. Now this little fork right there, this little fork in the top. Let's see if I can get a better picture of it. There you go. See that fork right here? Now that slides into your the bottom of your control needle or your inlet needle. Okay. And then there's a spring that has to go in. I will replace the spring because springs wear out, metal fatigue and all that. There's a little slot, a little hole that goes right there. Okay, now I'll get my little screw ready. So this rod here, once you hook this to your needle and this little bump that's on there, that's where your spring goes. And the rod will go right in the middle, and then you put a screw right where that rod is, and that will keep that in place. So sometimes you're gonna need a little hand, little screwdriver here. Put that right in where that bump is. All right, so that's set. So what I'm gonna do now, we gotta put our little screw in there where the rod is, and that holds the rod down and everything in place. Yep, bouncing everything out of place here. Make sure you get screwdrivers that fit the screw heads just right. You don't want it stripping, you don't want to bump nothing out of place, nothing like that. Alright, so that's in place. I'll just double check real quick. Yep, good thing I double check. So that is all in place, just like that. That won't fall out now. I have no idea why my camera don't autofocus. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I apologize. So, yep. And then the rest is, that's the most difficult part right there. That's it. That's it. That's the hardest thing you can do. That and putting your butterflies in your throttle. Because you gotta make sure which way that goes. So other than that, it's just a matter of stacking your diaphragms and your gaskets and all that in the right way, which is pretty easy considering. See these little knobs on here, little pegs. You can't get it backwards. Yeah, this is a little knob here, a little knob there, so it only goes one way. And with the diagram, it makes it pretty simple. So, and then so when you're there's something on here. Must be missing. Huh. It's a little different. Oh, I see. Oh, I got it upside down. That's why. Just like that. There we go. So, see? Diagram already comes in handy. So we're going to start on this side, the bottom side. Well, bottom. So, it's fairly simple. So we already got our screen in. And then we'll get our new gaskets out. Now this comes with all the gaskets, even with for the spacers that are in here, and right to the body. So it's fair. So it comes with pretty much everything you could think of. So, and then you just go by. I don't know how to explain it. It's pretty simple. So yeah. So this side, the top side here is the pump side. So you got this the pump diaphragm, and like I said, it's pretty hard to mess up because it goes all by. This side don't have no bumps, but you line up the holes. It's simple. Plus you got diagram, like I said. So you just match everything all up. So you got the pump diaphragm, then your gasket, and then the cover. The cover goes on. That's it. Can't get any simpler. And if you still need help, please feel free to contact me, and I'll do whatever I can to help you out. Yeah, I know I'm getting this backwards here. There we go. So, yep, that's it. As long as everything stays flat and smooth, you're good. And you just put all your screws in at once. You gotta make sure you put them all in at once. Don't tighten them. You start them all. Do them all equal until you get down to snug. Once you get to snug, you go kidney corner. Tighten when you go to tighten. Kidney corner from each other. Kidney corner. And that'll ensure your cover goes down flat and even. Okay, now we're back. Had a little issue with my phone there. I don't know what went wrong there. So, yep. Alright, so we got them all snug. Now you can grab it. We'll tighten one. Go kidney corner, tighten the other one. Very important, go kidney corner. Now you don't need to crank them. This is aluminum, so it will strip very easily. That's it. So we got the pump side all done. Now we can flip it over and start assembling. So we got a gasket here. And find out which one. Sometimes it helps grab the old one here. Ooh, I was doing all kinds of weird stuff tonight. Alright, here we go. That's why it helps with the old one. Always helps. Alright, so like this one here, like I said, it's pretty simple. You got these two little knobs here. So, just figure out which way here. Maybe I got it backwards. There we go. Have a look at it. Sometimes you look at the screw pattern and you figure it out. Okay, then it's the diaphragm. Now this little knob on here, you see that little knob on this one, and the other side it's flat, just plain. This side goes down, and this what hooks it. It actually hooks on the other end of that control lever. Oh, might take a little bit. Sometimes it'll take a little bit of finesse to get it hooked in there. It's hard to see, and then you push it down, and then you can't slide it. There we go. And yep, everything else slides right into place. So that's it. So we got a few extra gaskets here. That's a good thing. That's because they all go onto the body, or to the body, from the carb to the body. So you got spacer here. You got your your box here. Oh jeez. Yeah, the little flappy things. I'm drawing a blank here. I'll think of it. There's a problem with my memory. I apologize. I know y'all gotta be a little patient with me with my memory sometimes. Trust me, I'm not a big fan of it either. Yep, that is it. So. Alright, and then from there, it's all the carb. It goes into the carb. And I just realized I'm missing a screw here. Uh-oh. That's not good. Should be a tiny screw for it connects. See, I usually put everything on one spot here. That's not good. Ruh-roh. So yeah, I'm missing a screw here for the screw on the cover. That's not good. Oh boy. I must have rolled off somewhere. Well, that's pretty much the idea. Huh. Wonder where that screw went. But anyway. Then you put the cover on. You get your 4 bolts, like I said, go kitty corner, and then you go ahead, replace your jets. Put your spring on your jets, put those in, and I will tell you the difference between the high and low jet screws. Hopefully I can get them in here. Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm sorry, my camera kind of sucks. So anyway, there's, you kind of see the gist of it. So this side's got more of a cone, very pointy. This one here has a bit of a step to it, and then it gets pointy. So the pointier one, more cone shaped one here, that's your high speed. Your low speed jet is always got that little bit of a step. So your high speed jet, always pointy. So that's one way to remember. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I just gotta find my screw here. Yep. Well, we can put it in the... Actually, I don't even think there is a screw there. No, there isn't. This one's different. See, that's what I'm saying with 2 different models on here. We gotta watch that sometimes. So no, the second one has a screw. This one does not. So I'm not missing anything. Look at there. I'm not losing my mind. Not yet. not completely. So I think I've told y'all before, I pretty much had a heart attack. I say pretty much because it wasn't like a full-blown heart attack. Not last year, but a year before. It hasn't been quite 2 years yet. Let's put it that way. So I had my little phone appointment with the doctor. That's my doctor's appointment. It was by phone. Apparently, it's called something. I don't remember what it's called. I don't keep up on that kind of stuff. I get the phone call and everything went good, and I have to gotta be honest. You gotta tell them that you're a smoker, and family has a history of heart attacks. My dad had a heart attack, so you got that little bit of a history. So the doctor wanted me to get caught up. I gotta go in and get my I forget, but some arteries. I gotta get a bunch of lab work done and echoes, echocardiogram, and get everything all checked out. I don't know if I've got to do a stress test yet, but I may have to do that. But everything should turn out just fine. Shouldn't be a big deal. But yeah, I just gotta go and get some more testing done, and ultrasounds and all that jazz. Make sure everything's good. So I'm just kind of looking everything over, get everything tightened down, screwed down. Everything looks good. All sealed up. So yeah, that was pretty much of this one. This is probably one of the easier carbs I've done. So that wasn't that big of a deal. Looks like it come with a couple different gaskets here. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. And then you got your high speed. Oh, look at that. They have different thread holes for their high speed and low speed. So you really can't screw that up. That's kind of nice. So I'll just put in our low speed here. Now, when I do this, like I said before, when you want to just get your saw started, you want to get it warmed up before you start tuning. You take that screw and you turn it all the way in. So it barely seats. So you're not cranking it tight, just barely seats, okay? So yeah, just barely seats, or just barely goes in. So with that, then we gotta go a full. You want to remember where it's at. So we're going a full turn, one turn. That's one full turn, and then we'll go. We'll go one full turn and then a quarter turn. And we'll do the same on the low speed. 1 1/4. That's a good starting point. That's where you want to get your saw start. If you still don't want to start, open them both up a little bit. Do another quarter turn. And then you do your adjustments from there. Tin Man, he had a good video on how to tune your saw. I suggest going over there and doing that. I can do one too, if y'all like. That's up to you. I can do one. I don't really have a saw right now that needs to be tuned. Not yet. But I can. Shouldn't be an issue. I could do it with this one once we get it all done. But this one I want to take a little more time on it. It's a little bit older, you know, and it's got a little more to it. So I want to refinish it. I think it would be nice. So anyway, that's the video for tonight. I will I want to do something different. I don't know what yet. You know, you always see me working on saws, but I want to do something different. I want to change it up. Oh, trying to think. I don't know. I'll think of something. If anyone has any ideas, shoot me some ideas. It is going to be storming here pretty bad for the next few days. We're supposed to get up to 10 inches of snow within the 3 days, so we'll see how that happens. I do need to get my snowblower out eventually and get the front auger fixed up. It's an old 70s Aaron snowblower, and the engine blew on it, so I had another snowblower here that I just ended up taking the engine off that and putting it on this one. But the front auger is original, and it leaks, and I need to get that fixed. Because that holds 90 weight oil in there. So yeah, I do need to get that in here and fixed up. I need to get some stuff cleaned up in here too. I did have it nice and clean over in this area until I had to get some stuff out, and you can see I got saws everywhere. Got all my McCullets sitting over here. They're all hiding. I even got my regular everyday saws, my tree climbing saws and cutting up. So yeah. Oh, I do need to winterize the bike yet still. So that might be an idea. I need to fog it. I need to fog it and let it run for a little bit. Yep. And fog in the cylinders so the stuff don't seize up. And because the moisture will get in the cylinders and seize up your pistons. So you don't want to do that. Especially in my garage, you know, it goes hot to cold all the time. So I like to fog my cylinders and all that. So then eventually I want to tear it down and start painting. Need to get all prepped up and paint up. It's going to be a nice color. Really cool color. So anyway, I'll let you all get at it. Whatever you're doing. I know this is kind of a long video, and I do apologize. But anyway, I will let y'all go. Be kind, be safe, and please spread the love. Open the door for somebody. Pay for somebody in the drive-through behind you. Let's see how far that chain goes. You know, just something simple. Anything simple. Just do something nice for yourself or your family, your kids, your wife, girlfriend, whatever. Do something out of the norm. Makes you feel better. And I will see you all in the next video. Love y'all.